Hi, welcome to another video. This is Mr. Chow from EnglishTuition.org. Now today I want to talk about a problem that has been ongoing for a lot of students when it comes to presenting contents in the English language, right? So it's all about signaling. Now, what is signaling about? So before I go into that, let's take a look at what the actual problem is. So what happens is that during the oral or essay writing, students just say whatever they want to say without any consideration for the organization of the ideas. So they just talk about point one, for example, and then without further elaboration, they just move on kind of randomly to talk about the second point and maybe even the third point and the fourth point. And a lot of this stem from having fear of forgetting what to say, fear of not knowing what to say next. So the moment they think about the next point, they just jump in and try to present that point. So what happens is that they do not signal to the examiner, right, that they are done with the point and moving on, will be moving on to the next point. So the end result is that the presentation is often confusing and quite difficult to understand, right? Because if you're jumping around different points, what are you really saying, right? Are you referring to the first point? Are you referring to the second point? And so on and so forth. So as a result, the presentation is confusing and without clarity, okay? So how should we go about solving this issue? So as for the solution, there are several methods to signal to the examiner that you are moving on, all right? So let's quickly move on to method number one. Method number one, I call it the wink signal, right? And if you think that you are finished with the point, right, and you're ready to move on, and yet the examiner is just staring at you stupidly, right, and then not giving you any prompts, then you just do this, okay? Signal to the examiner that you're done with the point. So you do, all right, I'm done, right? You're saying I'm done, okay? Right, if you want to improve on it, upgrade on this method, right, you can do it with a slight movement of the head like this, right, like this, right, so it's very clear to the examiner, right, that you're done with the point, and then you're moving on to the next point, okay? And if that doesn't work, you might want to try method number two. Now bear in mind, method number three is very aggressive, so therefore I call it the aggressive signal. So what you do, okay, and this is the strongest signal that you can send, right? So what you do, okay, and is when you present a point and you're done with it, right? And again, the examiner is staring at you stupidly without giving you any prompts, but you feel that you're ready to move on, right? So what you do is this, right? Give a very fierce look, open your eyes wide, right? And do this, right? This is like the end. Okay, you understand? The end, right? So you don't have to say another word. This sends a very strong signal to the examiner that you have done with the point and you're ready to move on to the next point, okay? Now, if the stronger signal still doesn't work, right, you might want to go with something more subtle. So I have the final method for you, right, which is the method number three. Now, I call this the LED signal because that's what we usually do in driving, right? When you drive, red means stop. So what you do is you bring along a bicycle light, right? This can be bought at any bicycle shop for a few bucks, right? And when you're done presenting the point, you just do this, right? Stop. I'm ready to stop. Hello, I'm ready to stop. Can you see that? Right? So, and again, this sends a very clear signal to the examiner that how to switch off, right? That you are done with the point, okay? So in any case, joking aside, right, methods 1 to 3 are not recommended, right? Those are just jokes. All right, the real method obviously is very simple, right? Just say or write something like in conclusion or in summary, etc. All right, to just send a very clear signal to the examiner that, hey, I'm done with the point, I'm done with the elaboration, I'm done giving the details, let's move on to the next point. Do not just sit there and just eyeball the examiner, right? He's looking at you, you're looking at him, right? And both of you are not sure whether you should move on or not. Okay, so the ball is in your court, just give the signal. You're ready to move on, just move on. All right. So without saying, I hope you have enjoyed this video. All right, there's a bit of a humor in it, right? But if you intend to take English lessons more seriously, you can sign up for lessons at EnglishTuition.org. So just go to the website for more details. There's also an online course available for O levels. And thanks for watching. Right, and if you like this video, remember to leave a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.